When I was in primary school and high school, I got bullied, just like a lot of other people out there. And I hope that my experience might be able to help you in some way. To better understand how to cope with bullying, you first need to understand where the bully is coming from, why they do what they do, and how to stop it. Bullies are those who pick on others to make themselves feel better. It might be verbal bullying, cyberbullying, or physical bullying. What they get out of it is a feeling of control. When they get a reaction from the victim, they feel superior to the other person. They feel stronger. They feel better about themselves. And usually it is because they have some sort of insecurity about themselves. They might be having family dramas, and then them picking on other people makes themselves feel better. Or they might be struggling at school, thus the nerds getting picked on because they are smarter than them. So really it is not about them feeling superior to the other person, it is about them being jealous. It's the simple case of human nature. Cat versus dog. The dog chases the cat because the cat runs. Now, if the cat doesn't run, the dog won't chase it, unless you've got an asshole of a dog. It's the same with bullying. When you give a reaction, the bully has power. So if you are to give no reaction, the bully does not win. The more f***s given, the more power they have. The best way to deal with this is simply agree with them. Just say, yes, I know. What's your point? That doesn't make them right because they're not. They are simply just assholes with nothing better to do with their time, and they are not worth yours. So if you are getting verbally bullied, simply head up, shoulders back, look them straight in the eye. Do not take away your eye contact and ask them, okay, what's your point? Yes, I know I'm ugly. What's your point? I know I'm fat. What's your point? If you do this for long enough, they will simply get bored with you and eventually they'll leave you alone. Hopefully. When I was in high school, I got both verbally bullied and physically bullied. I got tripped, I got pushed down the stairs, I got stuff thrown at the back of my head when I was in the classroom. Now, violence is never the answer, but if they're going to trip you, trip them back. If they're gonna backhand you, goddamn backhand them back. You might get in trouble, but they're gonna think twice about picking on you next time. One time when I was in high school, this was during lunch. There was a girl that had been picking on me for months and months at this point, and she punched me in the face. Now, the vice principal saw this. He pulled us into his office. First he talked to her, then he talked to me. She got a slap on the wrist and I got a week's detention. So don't always think that the school is going to back you up. Now, the reason the vice principal gave me for my detention was that I was such a model student and that I must have provoked her to punch me. So therefore it was my fault that she punched me. Now, this in no way was my fault. Just as anybody who is getting bullied, this is not your fault. Never, ever, ever think that it is your fault. It is not. They are assholes. They are the scum in high school. You are not the problem. They are. But no matter what you're going through, just remember it will not last forever. And I can guarantee you that those bullies are going to not cope when it goes to the real world. They do not know how to deal with confrontation. You do. If you have been bullied, You will understand when you get into the real world just how to deal with confrontation, how to deal with stress, and how to deal with people that don't agree with you. Now, bullies, however, are not going to cope. They don't understand and they don't know how to deal with confrontation. They don't know how to deal with people telling them bad things. So in the end, the person that gets bullied at school knows how to deal with the real world and not the bully. You will get stronger and you will learn how to fight for what you want in life. I hope this has helped you in some way, and if you like this video, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up. And please subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all, and I will see you next week.